Week on the Rock, special guests Principal Williams and Assistant Principal Dr. Dewey host this episode where we follow exceptional Anacortes students involved with ASB, Math Club, and the music scene. Our very own Rock the Island winners will be featured on Anacortes Music Project's podcast, The Next Show. This and more on The Rock.
13 strong, we are the rock. We'll make the show until we drop. We'll bring you news and we won't tell you lies. Please watch the rock or we will cry. It's made for students just like you. You're gonna wanna see what we do this week on The Rock. 3, 2, 1, we're live.
Welcome back to The Rock AHS. I'm Mr. Williams.
And I'm Dr. Dewey.
This week, Dr. Dewey and I have been invited to host this episode of The Rock. We're thrilled to be here to participate in the amazing digital media program here at AHS.
Absolutely. Now, without further ado, Michael Hanrahan brings us a look into student leadership in ASB and how they work hard to represent student voices.
All right, my name is Connor Barton, and I am the ASB president.
My name is Michael Hanrahan. I am the vice president.
I'm Hazel Tanaka, and I'm the ASB secretary.
My name is Eli Hankey, and I'm the ASB business manager.
Student leadership in ASB class is really unique, again, in that it's student-led. It gives the students an opportunity to, again, kind of make the school what they want it to be. And I think what was unique in these first couple of years is we really kind of came in with a blank canvas. We have a brand new school. We are hopefully coming out of COVID restrictions. And so, again, it's kind of a blank canvas, so to speak, and the students can really make the changes and see those changes each year.
Well, my favorite part of this year so far, I hope none of the officers said homecoming, because that's a cop-out answer.
My favorite part of this year was definitely planning homecoming.
Homecoming week.
It's me and Phi. We're in leadership right now.
So class officers deal with like super specific things. So like for example, the junior class officers right now are working on prom. And then for ASB, we just work on kind of just creating a better school environment, and we do that through our leadership class, which is pretty unique.
I would suggest leadership to most students. I would say, if you really want to get involved in your school culture, your school community, then this is the class for you. Again, if on the other end, if you really want to see changes, if the school is doing things that either you like or you don't like, this is the class for you. You can come in, you can make those changes that you want to see.
Anyone who's thinking about doing it, do it. And if you win, it's like, holy cow, I have all these responsibilities now as an ASB officer, and those responsibilities, they make you feel like a good person. You do good things, you feel good.
Leadership to me means, I think it just means putting others before yourself and just always trying to help others out regardless of, what position that puts you in.
It is truly inspiring to see scholars taking on leadership roles and working with our administration for the betterment of AHS.
We find it vital to take the time to recognize the extraordinary student talents that run these programs. With that thought, I think it's about time that we give tribute to our math club.
Next up, our exceptional math team, who consistently placed first individually and as a team competitively. Gabriel Burnett brings us a look at the numbers to remind us that math is a wonderful thing.
Math, an angel to some, a demon to others. But to some students at Anacortes High School, it's a field of fraternity and noble competition. We here at The Rock decided to take a look at the Anacortes math team.
A math team is an opportunity for students to develop and excel in unconventional ways of solving math problems. And I got pulled into it. It's something I would have never done in high school myself.
I sort of got into math club. I think Mr. Holgerts had mentioned it to me before I got to high school.
Noah Dunham took to recruiting me, of all people, for some reason, and sometimes it just takes that extra nudge from a peer to finally get into something. And I found I quite enjoyed it.
What is my experience with math club been? I love math. and so I just love math club. It's super fun to compete, and it's just really been a great time. I'm glad that we've gotten some other people to join this year. It's been exciting having more than 2 or 3 people on the team.
I've had a lot of fun there, actually. It's been really nice meeting a lot of the upperclassmen who know a lot more about math than I do, and there's also snacks there occasionally, so that's nice.
It's a great experience. It'll help you get better at math. You'll come across ideas that you probably haven't thought of. You'll find new ways to solve things.
Yeah, it's fun. Just go for it. You don't really have to be good at math. You just have to enjoy it.
The math club, we generally practice on Wednesdays at 3 o'clock, 3 to 3:45 or so. And certainly stop by my classroom here, room 53 downstairs by the cafeteria, across from Mr. Burnett's room. And yeah, feel free to talk to me about participating.
It was amazing to get to talk to these brilliant students and hear their passion for mathematics. Make sure to support them in their oncoming competition next week. This is Gabriel Burnett with The Rock, signing off. Have a great day, AHS.
You are absolutely right. Math is a wonderful thing.
Just as wonderful as the sound of music, I'd say.
Indeed. Rock the Island was one of the most thrilling productions this year, and AHS has been waiting for more. Luckily for us, Rock the Island winners will appear on the Next Show podcast tonight for exclusive interviews and performances.
It is precisely 2 years since the AHS Broadcast Club and Anacortes Music Project had planned to collaborate on this live music podcast. The pandemic put that on hold, but tonight it's finally happening. Riley Thomas and Tenzin Stewart bring us this preview.
Metanoia and Shame are performing tonight on the Next Show from 7 to 9 with special guest Kyson.
The Next Show is a podcast hosted by Anacortes' own Todd Young, mostly focusing on local music and musicians. This episode that will be airing this week will be mostly consisting of guests who placed top 2 in Rock the Island, Metanoia and Shame, and second place winner, who is me.
Thank you, Kyson.
So that's pretty cool.
That energy was through the roof.
Fun. It was a lot of fun.
That was the most fun I've ever had at a school event, and I'll just say that straight up.
I thought it was a really cool thing because we didn't get to have it last year. So it was kind of like this. It was like a school revival in a way because we haven't had live music in well over a year, and just bringing people into a nice big space to enjoy some tunes by their peers. It's a cool thing.
You really brought up the energy that day.
Yeah, I definitely brought up the energy because I had to. I was too caffeinated not to.
Why are you performing on the Next Show?
Because apparently we won the thing.
We're actually up against the wire for the next show because we need to come up with more songs. So our creative minds will be put to the test.
You love them at Rock the Island, and you're gonna love them on
the Next Show.
The Next Show.
The Next Show.
The Next Show. Tune in for exclusive interviews and more songs.
I'll be sure to tune in tonight at 7 p.m. on youtube.com AHS Live or anacortesmusicproject.org under podcasts.
If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email The Rock at asd103.org. I'm Mr. Williams.
I'm Dr. Dewey from Our Rock to Yours. Have a great day, AHS.